So friends, till now we have seen a series of motion, and this is 14th session which is going on, and in this till now we have done equations of motion in for a uniformly accelerated body, and in general way we have derived the equation of motion. Now today we are going to do we are going to derive the equation of motion with the help of this graph. Okay, so in graphical way or by graphical method we are going to derive the equation. Now here you have to see that the equation which we are going to derive is for the uniformly accelerated motion, and in this case the initial velocity is going to be considered for the body, moving body. If a moving body is there, so for that moving body the initial velocity is not 0 here. Okay, that is u is not equal to 0. Okay, so in that case we have already done the graph, that what type of graph we are going to get, and the acceleration is what we have, uniformly accelerated body. So acceleration is uniform acceleration is there. Okay, and when uniform acceleration is there, it means what, that you are having the change in speed at uniform rate. Okay, so the change in speed is at uniform rate. So these are the points which you have to keep in your mind so that you can recall the graph. So in the case of this u, when u is not equal to 0, you are having a graph like this. If you can see the previous video, you will come to know that how it has been created and what things we can calculate with the help of this type of graph. So x-axis represents what, time. That means time is represented on x-axis. The y-axis is therefore for speed. Okay, so here we are going to see the speed, or you can see velocity. As I have told you, speed and velocity, for both the cases, whatever things we are finding out, they are going to be same. Okay, but we are going to use the speed every time, though it can be used for velocity as well. Now here, as we have seen, this is the since the initial velocity is not 0, this is the origin, and initial velocity is not 0, you can see that this is a speed, so sum of the velocity is already there with the body. It means it is u. The initial velocity is here is, say, u, so you are having u here. Let the point name be, this point name be a. Okay, let us keep the name of this point a. This u is giving the velocity here. Okay, this one. And suppose the body is moving with the uniform acceleration, then it reaches to, say, a point, or it has covered in time, say you are having a little more from here, and it has reached up to, say, point b, and at some point, say, you can take it as see, a perpendicular, if you draw on this point. Okay, let us draw a perpendicular on this point, then you will get a graph like this. Okay, so in this case you have to go with the equation v is equal to u plus at, as we have already derived in previous sessions, that v is equal to u plus at is the very first equation of motion, and we are going to derive this one with the help of this graph. Okay, this is our motto, or this is our aim in this session. Okay, so let us observe this graph first. You can see that the body is moving from with velocity u, and it has started from, say, point A, and it has reached up to B. Okay, now here what is the final velocity which you can see? You can see that the final velocity of the body is going to be somehow like this, and if we give the name to it, say it is BC. Okay, and let us draw one parallel line to this also. Okay, and let it be named as, say, BD. Okay, and what else is there, what we can find out? See, initial velocity, as I have already given, let me write once more. Initial velocity is, say, initial velocity is u, which is how much, what it is showing you from here to here, OA. So in terms of points, we can represent u by OA, right? Then the final velocity, what will be the final velocity of the body? You can see from here it is reaching up to here, it means the final velocity will be this one. That means this, if this is v, this is u, and then this is v. So where final velocity v will be equal to what? Either you give a name to this point, it can be EO, right? EO or OE. Let me write like this, OE, okay, OE. But this OE is equal and parallel. You can see here this is same, since it is perpendicular, which is drawn from point C, and we are finding the distance. You can, if we are just considering this point. At this point, what is the what are the changes in the body of the in the moving body, that we are considering here, okay? So you can, after drawing a perpendicular here, you can see that this BC is equal to OE. So instead of OE, we can also write BC, right? Now instead of BC, we can also split. If this BC, you can see BC can be splitted into two parts, this plus this. Can we do this? हम इसकी जगह पे, BC की जगह पे इतना और इतना इसको ऐड करके दिखा सकते हैं, यानी कि BC is equal to be what? CD, or you can say, yeah, CD plus DB. So we can write it as CD plus DB. When we are saying CD, it means this CD is equal to again OA. You can write this OA is equal to which part? It is CD. Why it is CD? Because AD is parallel to OC. So this part is going to be equal to this much. It means that OA is equal to CD. So instead of CD, we can write what? We can write, instead of CD, we can write OA. So it is going to be OA plus DB. Again, instead of OA, what we can put? Rather than this, we have written this, and rather than this, now we are going to put this one, that is U. Okay, so instead of OA, what we have done, see from the initial this one, final velocity is given by V, which is this one, right? From here to here, this is giving you final velocity because the body is reaching here. So final velocity is given by this one. You can see here, okay, this point. So it is giving you final velocity. It means this final velocity is ultimately equal to this much distance, right? This much line, this much portion. So instead of writing V, we can write what? BC, which is written here. V is equal to what? OE. First of all, we have taken V is equal to OE. Now this OE is equal to BC. So it is equal to, you can see here, this OE is equal to BC. So instead of OE, what we have written? BC, okay? OE equal to BC. So we have written OE is equal to BC. Then what else? We have seen that BC is equal to what? CD plus DB. So we have written, instead of BC, we have written CD plus DB. Now what else? This DC is equal to OA. So instead of DC, we have written OA, okay? So you can see here it is OA, and DB is as such, we have taken DB as such. Now instead of OA, what we can write? In place of OA, we can write U. Why? Because this OA is giving you the value U, okay? This is U, okay, exactly U. So we can write it as U plus DB. This much understood? So this is equal to what? This is equal to final velocity V, okay? Now now if we have to find the value of dB. Now how to find this dB? So you can see this dB, this one, to find this one, we know that this uniform acceleration is given by what? A will be given by what formula? We know that slope is going to give you the uniform acceleration. And what? How to find slope? Slope will be taken out by BD upon AD, right? So we will write BD upon AD. BD is how much? We don't know. So let it be as such. And AD, instead of AD, we can write T. This is T. So we can write T. Instead of AD, we will write T. And this is A. So what will be the value of BD? A is equal to, it is BD upon T, which will give you what? Eventually you are going to get what? You are getting here A into T, okay, which is giving you BD. So your value of BD will be what? at, and this value you are going to put in the, say this is equation 1. Okay, so put BD is equal to AT in equation 1. Okay, so when we are going to put in equation, what you will get, V is equal to, U is already there, plus instead of BD, what we can write, instead of BD we can write AT, and your equation is derived here. I hope you have understood what is done here. What we have seen till now, we have done general derivations of these equations of motion. Okay, and in this we are trying to derive these equations with the help of the graph, right? And we have considered the body moving with uniform acceleration. Okay, now when the body is moving with uniform acceleration and with initial velocity u which is not equal to 0, so in such cases we will get a graph like this. This is a speed time graph, and in such cases your speed time graph will be given like this, in which you will get a straight line which shows uniform. This is the uniform acceleration. Okay, this graph, this shows the uniform acceleration. Okay, and this is time is always shown on the x-axis, and speed or the velocity is shown on the y-axis. Okay, next what we have taken, the initial velocity as how much, u. Okay, and after final velocity will be taken as what, v. V is final velocity. So at this point, once the body is reaching here, you can see that the velocity is how much. When you just take this line to here on the speed line graph, you can see that this speed axis, this one, so on this you can see that this much value is, say, final velocity, which is always denoted by small v. You can see here, so this v can be equal to how much, this is going to be equal to OE on this speed axis. So OE, instead of OE we can write BC. Now then BC can be splitted into two parts. You can see BC can be written as CD plus DB. This plus this total from here to here. So CD plus DB, instead of writing CD, what we can write, this CD is equal to OA, isn't it? This part is equal to this one. Okay, you can see a very clear rectangle is there. It means this opposite sides are equal. Why it has become rectangle? Because we have drawn a parallel line to the time axis, right? So this is equal to this. That means instead of writing DC, we can use OA, and OA is equal to what? OA is equal to U, initial velocity. So instead of OA, we have written here U, and dB is already there. Now we have to find the value of dB here. So this is dB. Now you can see that this triangle, from this triangle, what we have concluded from the graph, this triangle is showing you, it is going to give you the uniform acceleration. You can see here there is uniform acceleration, and with the help of this graph you can find out the acceleration. The value of acceleration is equal to the slope of this graph. Okay, now this slope is going to give you the value, and how to find the slope? To find the slope, you have to divide BD with time. You can see here slope is given by what? BD upon AD. As we know, slope is given by what? BD upon AD. So here we write BD upon T. AD is what? T, time. Okay, this AD can be written as T. You can write this as T also. Okay, now after multiplying AT, you can see after calculations, AT is equal to BD. Okay, so we are getting the value of BD here, and we are putting the value of BD here, so we will get the equation as V is equal to U plus AT. Understood? So this is the equation, first equation of motion with the help of graph. We have derived this equation. So I hope you have understood. We'll come up with the next equation of motion, that is second equation of motion, in the coming video. Thank you.